Over 1,000 years ago, a cataclysm destroyed life as we know it, forcing humans to the brink of extinction. In our place, machines rose, and nature took back our cities until all that was left was the rumors of the old ones and the ruins of a civilization long lost. We enter a world of wonder and mystery, a world filled with animal-like machines roaming the earth, as human life is slowly returning and has already formed tribes with their own rules, culture and traditions. However, many questions of the past remain unanswered, and it's up to the red-headed outcast and the player to find out the truth of the fallen past. But how did a studio, who was fully dedicated in producing first-person shooters, create such a vast and engaging world? Guerrilla Games, the company who brought us Horizon Zero Dawn, was created when three smaller development studios merged together. It was known as Lost Boys Games. It was acquired by Media Republic in 2003 and got its current name, as in 2005 it was purchased by Sony Interactive Entertainment, when it started pumping out Killzone games and making an incredible profit.
Target.
Around 2010, however, the team felt that it was time they came up with a new title since everyone was filled with a sense of creativity. They asked everyone in the team to pitch in new ideas for a game, and over 40 different concepts came up. Among those was the idea of an open-world game starring a young female protagonist who explored the world fascinated by its long-lost past. It was an ambitious idea that would have the team explore a lot of unknown territory, but developers were so passionate about this game that they were willing to take the risk, and through a lot of trial and error, disagreements, and loads of work put in by every single person, Horizon Zero Dawn came together. From early concept art of the game, a young female with wild hair was always present in the environment, exploring and interacting with nature. That girl would soon develop to be the character we know as Aloy. Moving on from the Killzone franchise, Guerrilla didn't want their new game to simply have an avatar for the player to control. They wanted their protagonist to be a character in the game that's interesting and lovable, a character that the player would transform into as the story advanced. They wanted Aloy to be engaging and memorable, and so, as they set out to create a new PlayStation icon. From the very start of the story, we learn who Aloy is. The game starts us off with a young Aloy looking at her world, filled with questions. She wants to be part of the tribe, but for reasons out of her control, she can't. She's an outcast. Playing through the intro of the game, we end up in one of the ruins left behind by a lost civilization. It's important to note that these ruins are avoided by her tribe, even from outcasts, but instead of trying to escape them, she gets curious and starts exploring. Aloy's curiosity is one of her main character traits, often being what drives the plot and also tying in well with the player, as we are curious of this world as well and want to find out more about it. As Aloy walks through the ruins, she discovers the Focus, an ancient piece of technology and a big part of the gameplay experience. The team actually debated giving her the Focus later on in the game, but decided against it since it's a very important part of the story and Aloy's connection and familiarity with it would become very significant. After getting the Focus, she soon escapes the ruins with the help of her guardian Frost, and soon after shows us how intelligent she can be by using the Focus to save a boy's life, who was trapped in machine territory. Soon after, whilst wandering around, she came across a group of children, as one of them throws a rock at her. This is where we are met with our first dialogue option. These appear often in the game and always give you three options: the intelligent one, the heartfelt one, and the harsh, hot-headed one. These represent Aloy's most important personality traits, and using dialogue options allow the player to choose how they want to play the game, but never steering away from what Aloy would do. Another clever way to connect us more to her. After that, she meets with Frost again, complaining how the world treats her unfairly and how she wants to change that. Frost, after hesitation, suggests she participates in a traditional event called the Proving that will grant the victor any wish they want. That's when we see Aloy's determination, as even as a child she is willing to train hard for years just so she can get some answers and change her status with the tribe. And with that, we finish the intro, and now we basically know anything there is to know about Aloy's personality. Aloy's design was very important. She was supposed to represent someone who is of the world but isn't connected to it. So a lot of thought and effort went into how she looked. A big part of her design was her hair. It was made red and flowy to set her apart from other characters, but also it had to not be too glossy and clean so it could represent her as a huntress. Many different designs for her hair were created, including different hairstyles and accessories before they came to her iconic hairstyle. Another important part of her design was her clothing. Her outfits are designed purely for agility and protection. No heavy armor, just practical hunting gear that makes sense for her personality. Quote, "While drawing Aloy, I focused on using earthly tones that reflect her connection with nature and intuitive approach to life. I felt it was very important to balance these tones with details and accents that have a double function, adding to the handmade feel of her accessories as well as alluding to the availability of machine parts and machinery that can be scavenged and used as decorations. The armor she wears throughout the game changes. This is for gameplay functionality, but also speaks to Aloy as a character, as with no fixed place in any tribe, it makes sense for her to customize her look as she advances through the world of Horizon. Although every outfit is unique and representative of a tribe, there is still a distinct silhouette that preserves Aloy's visual identity. Horizon Zero Dawn is a game that had the love, work, and creativity of many people put into it, and it shows. Every part of the game is alive and full of story, detail, and mystery, all of which make the game remarkable. Personally, I believe that the team succeeded in their goal of making Aloy an iconic character. A lot of the time, when the developers talk about her, it almost sounds like she herself was part of the team. The people who worked on her have a strong connection to her, and players all over the world came to love who she is. Guerrilla should be proud of their protagonist, as she isn't just an avatar, but she's a character of her own that embodies the curiosity and need of discovery we as players and humans have. Honestly, there's a lot to be said about Horizon and the insane amount of work that went into it, but unfortunately, not all of it will fit in this essay. For now, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
That way. Aloy is, I think, a very appealing character, the way she looks, but more importantly, the stuff she can do. I mean, she's super agile, she's quick, she's very crafty, she's very strategic. She's a great person, a great companion to explore the world of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Where the trail leads, I will go.